This guy cured his stage 4 prostate cancer and decides to share his story and recipe. This really is an amazing and inspiring story. The doctors told him he had a few months left to live, but after several weeks he managed to completely heal himself from stage 4 prostate cancer with something amazing: baking soda. Yes, who would have thought that something as simple as baking powder or baking soda can help you fight and win the fight against cancer? His name is Vernon Johnston, and he used baking soda and molasses as the driving force to recover from aggressive stage 4 prostate cancer, which had even metastasized into his bone matter. Vernon's story. Shortly after Vernon was diagnosed with prostate cancer, his son told him to work on raising his pH, because cancer cannot thrive in a high or alkaline pH. So, a few weeks later, Vernon met Larry, who would later recommend the use of cesium chloride to raise his pH levels into a high alkaline level physiologically. So, Vernon decided that he was not going to use any conventional treatments. This could only mean one thing: Vernon decided to give the alternative therapy a go. So, Vernon ordered the cesium chloride, but it got lost in the mail. So eventually, Vernon looked for another source of raising his pH level into the alkaline range. After some time, Vernon discovered the remedy of baking powder or bicarbonate of soda with maple syrup. Not having maple syrup in his kitchen, he decided to use the molasses that was handy. He was anxious to kill the cancer before it killed him. And Vernon also recorded all his treatments and methods in a diary. Vernon called his treatment the last dance with cancer. The protocol he used included a good diet to promote alkalinity along with mineral and vitamin supplements, and lots of sunshine. Vernon also practiced breathing exercises to assist the increased oxygenation initiated by the sudden pH rise from sodium bicarbonate. Anaerobic cancer cells cannot tolerate oxygen. Note: many experts around the world say that cancer cells thrive on fermenting sugar instead of respiring oxygen for their survival. This is why you should use maple syrup, because it acts like a Trojan horse to allow high pH bicarbonate of soda to enter cancer cells and shock them with a sudden surge of alkalinity to oxygenate them and lead to their demise. So, he used molasses, which worked and actually ended up creating a more solid mineral base for his nutritional support. Most experts recommend more than one protocol if one is doing it alone at home. Keep in mind that part of any alternative cancer therapy involves abstinence from processed foods and sugars. Sugars especially fuel cancer growth. How to make this cancer-fighting remedy? It's very simple. You just have to add 2 teaspoons of baking soda in a cup, add a teaspoon molasses or maple syrup, and pour a cup water. Consume this mixture few times a day. You can also heat it for the baking soda to dissolve quickly. After that, Vernon received a medical examination that confirmed his complete reversal of prostate and bone cancer. And yes, Vernon is still telling his story today. There are many different alternative cancer solutions, which have been used for more than 100 years. If you think this story is important, please don't forget to share it with your friends and family. This article is open source and free to reblog or use. We just politely ask for a direct link back to this original article. Thanks for taking the time to read this. We hope you visit again. Links in description.